Coming up on Final Whistle, Hollie Davidson holds her nerve on an historic day.
Fail to prepare and prepare to fail. There always has to be preparation.
I'm willing to sacrifice anything for it.
And jeopardy for Cat Roche in Italy.
Here was my shot, and it away.
Crouch mindset. Have we got an angle that we'd like to see something?
Did I just put a nail in the coffin for Colombia?
After a successful Six Nations debut last week, Cat is now at the helm for Italy versus England. A place in the World Cup match officials squad is on the line.
At that time, it was a lot of living out of a suitcase, a lot of insides of hotel rooms, a lot of planes, a lot of masks, and a lot of COVID tests.
The day before Cat's biggest game yet, she must prepare alone as severe flight disruptions mean her assistant referees, including Hollie Davidson, are yet to arrive in Italy.
What's up? Hello. Come on in. Packing my bag the first time, so I can be paranoid that I forgot everything afterward.
With World Cup selection now just weeks away, tomorrow's fixture is Cat's final chance to shine.
If this is my last game, I want it to be on my own terms, and I don't want to be distracted by other things. You almost forget that if I don't succeed right now, there will never be a down the road. Obviously, I love what I do, and I'm willing to sacrifice anything for it, which is a little bit of insanity on my part, but you only have one life, so better make it worth living. Rest of the day, so we finished packing. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have my captain's run, which is me just running by myself to burn off some energy, and then go to bed nice and early and get ready for the game day tomorrow.
So any performance of this window for the debutants is key for the final decision that we are going to make leading into New Zealand. We have more competitive competition to select the squad because we have a large number of referees able to make that squad. We are seeing more and more female referees stepping into the international competition, and we believe that is the right way to continue.
Tomorrow is my last international before they pick the squad for the World Cup. There is a certain bit of pressure around that. I just have to referee the game tomorrow. Like, it's my last game ever. There's no point thinking about the future if I don't enjoy the game tomorrow. So I'm gonna go out, ref it like it was my last game ever, it was my final match, and then if I get another match after that, or, you know, appointment to the World Cup, all the better.
But then news breaks that could have crushing implications for Cat's Six Nations campaign and World Cup hopes.
My team came in, we were super excited for it. We had dinner, and then I got a call at midnight, and I was asleep. And so I woke up, and they were like, you need to check your email. And it was the results from the COVID test that I had taken in order to fly home. Because in the US, you needed a negative COVID test to get back into the States. Did not test for the match, no symptoms, positive COVID test. So midnight, I'm like, what can I do right now?
My name is Hollie Davidson. I'm a referee with Scottish Rugby, and I started my refereeing journey about 6 years ago after being a player. On game day, I like to keep it quite chilled, so I was having a bit of a lie-in and wake up, see a text on my phone from Kat to the group telling us that she tested positive. And automatically, your first thought is to ensure that she's okay. And then I quickly had to change my mindset from being an AR to saying, right, I'm now in the middle, and my focus areas and my mindset had to switch to being referee on that day.
Over the course of her career, Hollie has proven she is one of the best referees in the game. But today is all about showing she can perform under pressure. Her first job as stand-in referee is to prepare the team.
I suppose my philosophy is always keep it nice and simple. At line out, once the ball comes in, you just referee the front and I referee the back. Any questions with that? If we get foul play from Eric, we all go together as a team of three. Me and the closest AR will look at the incident itself. Ideally, we get them on the field and we are strong, and we put a flag and say deliberate knock-on. Fail to prepare and prepare to fail. There always has to be preparation, both physically, mentally, and in game prep. And for me, that then sets you up for success on the pitch. You feel comfortable, you feel in a good place physically, which means you're probably going to be able to facilitate that game for 80 minutes to have really high standard. So for me, it's finding the good balance between preparing and over preparation, where you might end up going in with preconceived ideas. One slip, bind and down.
A comprehensive victory for England, but regardless of scoreline, top professionals demand high standards from themselves.
If you want to get to the top of the game, you have to review harshly and be honest. So look at the game and see what comes out of it.
For many referees, their Six Nations has just begun. But for Kat, she must now sit and hope for good news on selection for the World Cup squad.
The hotel is right next to the field, so my window was open and I could hear the cheers from the stadium. Not that I don't get to ref this match. You know, I'm going home. The selections for the World Cup are being done after Six Nations, and here was my shot, and COVID took it away.
I've been pilfering the changing rooms. It's some little supplies for Kat while she's isolating. The World Cup, obviously, it's on the horizon, but I think if you are just driven by, you know, big competitions, then you lose the enjoyment and excitement of the games that are here in front of you and the team that you get to spend that time with. So, yes, it's on the horizon, but you know, it's not a sole focus.
Up next for Hollie is a first in the world of rugby refereeing, and with it, unique pressures of its own.
So yes, I refereed Portugal, Italy, which was the first time that a female had been appointed to referee a Tier 1 nation. Not only was it fantastic for me being able to be in the middle, but to have a full team of female officials was, you know, just something that had never happened before and had never been seen. And for me, it's the latter part, being seen as the big thing, that we're there on merit and people see it as an opportunity to get involved and progress even further than we have.
The stakes have never been higher for Hollie and her team. With the world watching, they understand just how much this will mean to women's rugby across the globe.
The game was much harder than I'd anticipated. It was such a close game for, you know, the entire 80 minutes that it meant I had to be like mentally switched on for the whole time.
Time off.
I believe that a try would probably have been scored, so yellow card, penalty try.
After giving a penalty try to Portugal in the first half, at the end of the second, the game is on a knife edge. With the scores tied, what bigger moment for Hollie to face than a huge, game-changing decision?
So it's 78 minutes in the game. Italy line out maul, moving at speed towards the try line. And Portugal collapse.
Collapse!
And I initially just stick my hand out for advantage. In previous games throughout my season, there's been penalty try moments where I haven't given a penalty try.
I think a strong referee is someone who is able to referee the big moments of the game.
In my head, something triggers and says, you need to go. And at that point, I just go straight under the sticks. And it is a big decision, it's a tight game. I think we need to referee for the whole 80 minutes and we still need to be strong in our decision making. So, but as scary as it was the right outcome and yeah, happy with it.